He calls Deputy Anderson to the stand.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Good afternoon.
Oh,
Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
it's Joseph Anderson, Joseph Anderson.
How are you employed?
Deputy with the Crosse County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you worked as a deputy with the La Crosse County Sheriff's Office?
15 years.
I want to direct your attention to the morning of February 11th, 2023. Did you respond to the call involving an unresponsive Derek Pedrin on the morning of February 11th, 2023?
I did.
Who did you respond with?
Deputy Carsten Jar with La Crosse County.
And when you responded on scene, tell us what you observed when you initially arrived.
When we initially arrived, I came to the door a few seconds behind Deputy Jar because he went right to the door and I went and grabbed our medical bag. So when I came up to the door, Deputy Jar was making contact with a female we would later identify as Josie Dikeman. She led us into the house, and when we got inside, we saw a young child later identified as Derek Pedrin, and he was laying on the bed on his back. And Deputy Jar immediately started doing life-saving measures while I prepared our AED.
What was it that you prepared?
Our AED, we place pads on the patient's chest, and we try to present a shock to see if we can get our heartbeat back.
The jury had the opportunity to watch Deputy Jar's body cam this morning. Would you be the other individual with Deputy Jar in that body cam video assisting with performing CPR?
I was.
At times, did you actually take over and perform CPR yourself?
I did. After Deputy Jar did for a while, I took over for several minutes.
Did both of you take turns?
We did.
Did you ever get any response from Derek's body?
We did not.
Was Derek's body eventually turned over to first responders?
It was.
Other than you two? Was Derek pronounced deceased on scene?
He was.
Okay. After Derek was pronounced deceased on scene, let's go back a little bit. While you're performing CPR, are questions being asked of Josie Dikeman?
There were, yes.
And you see her in the courtroom today?
Yes.
You point her out?
I'll agree that Ms. Dikeman's sitting to my immediate right.
Thank you. Were there questions asked of the defendant regarding when Derek was last fine?
Yes.
What did she say?
At this moment, I can't remember.
Do you recall her saying that at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Okay. Were there questions, did Ms. Dikeman, did the defendant talk about the bag of medication that was located on the floor?
She did.
What did she say about that bag?
That's where the medicine that he had come from.
Okay. Did she say that she had previously hidden that bag?
She did, yes.
Okay. And what was found on the floor along with the bag of medication?
There was one pill bottle that was out laying by itself.
Was it open?
I don't believe it was open. I never handled that bottle.
You never handled the pill bottle?
I never handled the pill bottle, no.
Okay. So you don't know for sure?
I don't.
Were there subsequent interviews of Ms. Dikeman conducted by you and or Williams with your department?
There was, yes.
And who is Williams? What's his first name?
John Williams.
John Williams. What is John Williams' rank with the department?
He is currently our lieutenant with our investigations. At that investigation, he was a sergeant with investigations.
So back in February, he was an investigative sergeant, and now he's a lieutenant?
Correct.
Okay. And just for purposes of the record today, Lieutenant Williams has been off this week, is that correct? For some of the time?
For some of the time, he was, yes.
Okay. And you've reviewed Lieutenant Williams' body cam?
I have, yes.
You're prepared to talk about the experts that are played in open court today?
Yes.
Okay. For the record, State's Exhibit number 21 contains 3 excerpts. The first excerpt is Deputy Anderson's body cam from 13 minutes and 40 seconds to 18 minutes and 10 seconds. And then I'll go through the rest as we go. I'm going to ask that we play the first clip.
You want to get lights?
136, can I get another officer here, please? 1040 is fine. Yeah, let's step back in here and we'll talk to everybody, okay? Let's move some of this stuff. Let's go back here so I can talk to everybody, okay? I know, come on.
Are you head with boat to County Road West with 313?
Once I get help, and once I get help, so I can have someone stand here, but. Okay. I know. So go ahead.
Can't you keep trying?
We have tried everything we've got. Okay.
That's
Unfortunately.
impossible. You were just okay.
I know. But unfortunately, it is what has happened right now. So let me run through a few things. We're going to have to ask a lot of questions, trying to figure out what happened. We're going to wait on some of that until I can get more people here, so I can only have to ask things once, not many times over and over. Okay. Where are the kids? Other kids?
Stairs.
How many?
2.
2.
2.
Okay. Ages?
5 and 4.
5 and 4. Okay. Who's mom?
I'm mom.
My mom and
Grandma.
grandma. Okay. Stepmom. Okay.
I'm mom.
I know this is a lot right now. Okay. But someone needs to be with those kids. Right?
My son's coming. He'll take them.
Okay. Can I get an adult up there for right now? Because they're, I'm sure, freaking out up there.
They're hungry.
And yeah, so let's give them some food. Again, make sure we have an adult up there, and the other adult can stay down here so I have someone to contact and talk as we put several things together here. Okay? Is that acceptable? My name is Joseph. If you need something, you call me. We will be talking quite a bit, but I just want to make sure we get someone with the kids. We got to figure out kind of what happened here. Okay? Any other adults in the house? No? Okay. All right. Yeah, if I can get somebody upstairs.
Go up.
Do I have... You guys go to church at all?
I do.
Do you have a pastor you'd like to come over here?
I don't know. I haven't
Okay.
been there for a while.
Okay. If you can think of a pastor or someone like that you'd like to come over, you let me know and I'll get a hold of them for you, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to be right back with you. I got to take care of a couple of things and get things in order at the moment. But it's important we get somebody up there with the children, okay? Hey, buddy. Your mom's going to come up here. She's bringing some food, okay, bud?
What?
Okay.
No, keep the kids out.
I hope we got someone coming. And then I got I'm training a new guy, but I got him outside at the moment. So this is.
What? I know. We're scared. In jail. His father's in jail.
He might be. When did he get arrested?
Yeah, here yesterday.
It was yesterday? Did he have a bond? I don't know. I haven't checked the jail list this morning.
They arrested him because he was here. Because
Okay.
there's a no contact.
No contact. Yeah, I know there's been no contact.
Get what time it stopped. All right, for the record, it stopped playing at 4:16.
136.
Start at 4:12.
No contact.
No contact. Yeah, I know there's been a no contact. One 1:30.
By the different player restarting at 4:11.
Here, because
Okay.
there's a no contact.
No contact. Yeah, I know there's been a no contact.
We're gonna move on because technology is not our friend at the moment.
All right.
At the end of that video, you're discussing the no contact order with the defendant, right?
Yes.
And that discussion continues on despite the fact that we can't watch it be played, right?
Yes.
Is there a request that the defendant makes regarding the no contact order right after you talk to her about the no contact order?
She wants the no contact order to be dropped.
She's telling you she wants the no contact order between her and Derek Pedrin dropped.
Yes.
There was a person that was crying in the video. Who was that?
I believe that's Josie's mother, Becky or Rebecca.
Becky Ehlers?
Yes.
At the beginning of the clip that we watched, there was a section where you are telling both the defendant and the defendant's mother that Alex Xavier has passed away. Is that correct?
Yes.
And their response to you is is there anything else you can do or something of that nature?
Yes.
There was a comment that the defendant made after that. Do you recall what that comment was?
That about the church, you mean?
About the condition of Alex Xavier.
Oh, she said that he was fine. He was just fine.
He was just okay, or he was just
Mhm.
fine, correct? She didn't alert you, she being the defendant, to any concerns about Alex Xavier?
No.
All right, I want to move on to excerpt number 2. We'll try technology again. This would be from Lieutenant Williams, then Investigative Sergeant Williams' body cam, 8 minutes and 52 seconds to 35 minutes and 35 seconds.
Initial.
Judge, I'm going to
Your date of
object
birth.
unless Deputy Anderson can establish that he was there and witnessed these particular statements, or particularly Sergeant Williams is going to testify later. He conducts the interview, not Deputy Anderson.
The defense stipulated to the admissibility of all the body cams. I'm just putting the body cam. If they want to talk to Deputy,
We stipulated to the authenticity of the body cams,
Correct.
not the admissibility, Judge.
Was he there?
Deputy Anderson would know better than I would. Were you there for this portion of the interview?
No, I was not.
Then we'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Yep. Oh, and the other excerpt is Sergeant Williams too.
I'm sorry, what did you say, George?
But there's a third excerpt. I assume that's also.
The rest of the excerpts are all Williams body cam, so we'll get those in through Williams. But I'll turn it over for Crosse on the very limited
Okay.
amount that I presented.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, Crosse.
Afternoon, Deputy.
Afternoon.
Had you ever interacted with Ms. Dikeman before February 11th of 2023?
I do not believe so.
Okay. And you've been in law enforcement for how long now?
15 years, as of now.
15 years, you've seen a lot of people in trauma, fair to say?
Yes,
And there's no right or wrong way to respond to trauma, is that correct?
correct.
That you as a deputy are trained to keep your cool and your composure, correct?
Correct.
And some people are very stoic when they confront either a death in the family or some sort of medical emergency. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Other people break down completely, correct?
Yes.
And it all depends on the individual that you're interacting with to determine how they're reacting. Is that fair?
Yes.
Now, you have no idea how Ms. Dikeman processes emotions or traumas on a day-to-day basis?
I do not.
And you have no idea as to her particular history of brain injuries or mental health conditions. Is that correct?
I do not.
So the way that she's reacting there, you have no idea what emotions or thoughts are going through her head. Is that fair to say?
I do not.
You have no idea whether or not she was in shock at that point. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And what she actually said in that clip was that, how could this happen? He was just fine. Did you hear those words?
Yes.
Fair to say that nobody asked her what she meant by just fine?
Yes.
I could say that the Badgers just had a great football team, correct?
Correct.
But that would be referring to several years ago, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I guess depends on who you're asking.
Right. I wouldn't know, but it sounds right.
But the term jest could mean minutes, hours, days, weeks, or any other period of time. Is that fair?
Yes.
Nobody, at least in the clips that we saw of yours, asked Josie whether or not her partner who had been arrested had been abusive with her or the child the night before. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So you were field training Deputy Jar during that incident. Is that correct?
I was, yes.
And it's your responsibility to supervise Deputy Jar. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the two of you were asked to help photograph and collect some evidence after the fact. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And one of the things that you're doing is you're taking photographs of items that appear to be out of place or could be evidence, correct?
Correct.
You only get really one chance at processing a crime scene. Is that accurate?
Yes.
So you try to be inclusive of photographing anything that might be potential evidence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Who was in charge at the scene there in terms of the investigators?
And for the investigators,
Yes.
would have been Sergeant Williams.
And would Sergeant Williams have been the ranking officer on scene that day in terms of directing this investigation?
He was.
Okay. So ultimately, it was Sergeant Williams who was in charge of directing what was photographed and what was investigated in the course of this investigation?
Yes.
And you were following his instructions, I assume, correct?
Yes.
And one of the things you were directed to photograph, you and Deputy Jar, were fragments of some sort of material on the pillow that was on the bed. Is that correct?
Probably. Deputy Jar did the photographing, so I wasn't side by side with him the entire time.
Yeah, of course. But the obvious reason that you would photograph something like that is if this was a prospective overdose case, that could be evidence, correct?
It could be, yes.
Now, Deputy Anderson, you authored a police report in this case, is that correct?
I did.
And the purpose of a police report is record all the relevant facts of an encounter. Is that fair?
Yes.
You agree that a police report should be thorough,
Should be.
should be accurate,
Yes.
and to the extent of your observations, it should be complete, correct?
Yes.
And your police reports are actually reviewed by others with a higher rank in the department. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And if for some reason they felt that you hadn't documented your observations thoroughly or sufficiently, they can go back and say, could you issue an amendment or a supplement? Is that correct?
They could, yes.
And your report in this case was reviewed by a higher ranked officer. Is that correct?
It was.
And you were not asked to do a supplement or anything, correct?
I did a supplement, but it was for a follow-up.
Sure, sure. With respect to your initial scene observations, in other words, correct?
Correct.
And you agreed that the contents of your police report in this case, as to your initial observations on February 11th of 2023, was thorough, accurate, and complete?
Yes.
And you agree with me that nowhere in that police report did you note the presence of a large amount of frosting in the home. Is that correct?
Frosting?
Frosting
No.
on a cake or a cookie?
No.
Okay. If you had noticed something out of the ordinary with a large amount of frosting everywhere, something you might have noted, correct?
Correct.
And nowhere in that report did you note a large amount of unknown blue material throughout the floors of the home. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Also something that you would have noted had you observed that.
Probably.
Okay. Would you agree with me that the house was quite messy?
It was.
There was property and even trash kind of all over the floors.
Yes.
And the entirety of the search, at least from your body camera, it looks like it took about 3 hours. Do you agree with that time frame?
That's probably about right, yeah.
And if you're looking for controlled substances like Xanax or prescription medications, those can be quite small, correct?
It can be.
And there's no way to guarantee that you're going to catch every piece of prospective evidence during an initial search of a home like this. Is that fair?
Not in the initial one.
And you have no idea what, if any, Xanax was hidden inside of that home,
I do not.
or by whom.
I do not.
I'm going to ask you the same questions that I asked Deputy Jar. Sergeant, or Deputy, I assume that if you had found a cache of diamonds, firearms, and a paddle or spoon, you would have noted that.
I mean, a spoon like you would eat with? I might not know a spoon.
Like a large kitchen utensil stored with firearms and diamonds.
Oh, like in the same spot?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Can I assume from the absence of that notation that you didn't locate any such cache of these items together?
That's correct.
Deputy, you don't know how that pill bottle got on the floor of the home, is that correct?
Yeah, I do not.
You don't know when it was placed there, is that correct?
I do not.
You don't know who placed it there, is that correct?
Correct.
You don't know who handled that pill bottle, is that correct?
That's correct.
You don't know exactly what was in that pill bottle in advance, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you don't have any idea at this point whether or not it even has anything to do with Alex Xavier's death, is that fair?
That's fair.
You're unaware of how Alex Xavier, you observed Alex Xavier on the bed, is that correct?
When we first came in the home, yes.
You're unaware of how he got into that position, is that correct?
Correct.
And you're unaware of whether or not Ms. Dikeman moved Alex Xavier into that position from the floor, is that correct?
At that time, I was unaware of that, correct.
And Deputy Jar testified, I think, to some of your impressions, that it appeared to me that Alex Xavier was, appeared to be in Riger when he was picked up and placed onto the floor. Would you concur with that?
I would, yes.
He appeared to be visibly kind of stiff already.
Yes.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. Thank you, Deputy.
Redirect?
Yes. Deputy Anderson, you knew when you were on scene that this wasn't about a cake, correct?
That's correct.
You knew that frosting didn't kill this child.
Correct.
You were asked about comments referencing a gun and diamonds and a spoon. Do you know anything about the statement that was made relative to those objects?
This is the first time I've heard about any of those things.
Okay. And you don't know the timing of when that statement was made and what it's even referring to, is that correct?
Correct. This is the first time I've heard any of those reference this case.
As far as you know, it could be a child witness referring to something years ago, correct?
Could be.
And you were not given any of that context when you were asked about how things looked that day.
And that's correct.
And so you have no idea if you're being asked about information from years ago and then comparing it to your personal observations of that day.
That's correct.
So if a child reported she used to hit with a spoon and then she hit it in this place, you have no idea of when that was timing-wise, correct?
Action, facts not in evidence.
I'll withdraw it.
Answered.
You were asked about the CPR that you performed, correct?
It was.
What happened to Alex Xavier's body when you and Deputy Jar performed CPR immediately?
A black liquid began coming out of his mouth and his nose, and it was profuse. And it continued to come out of him, I believe, through our entire time of doing CPR.
Did that black substance also come out of Alex Xavier when his body was just tipped over to the side?
After we had him on the floor or on the bed?
On the bed, if you recall.
I don't remember any of that substance on the bed.
Okay. The best thing to rely on would be the body camera for that. Is that a fair
It
statement?
would be, yes.
And what was captured on the body cam?
Yes.
You were asked about the defendant saying he was just fine and that was compared to a Badger football team. Do you remember those questions?
I do.
This is a child that just died, correct?
It was.
And in the context of you telling the defendant that this child just died and the defendant telling you, is there anything else you can do? It was the defendant then saying after that he was just fine. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Is it your belief that this defendant was talking about the child's condition 3 or 4 years ago?
Objection, speculation.
Does it make, I'll withdraw the question.
Okay.
Using common sense, is the defendant talking about the child's condition 3 or 4 years ago?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled.
No.
Is it common sense that the defendant was talking about the child 1 month ago?
No.
Is it common sense that the defendant was talking about the child 5 days ago?
No.
Is it common sense that this defendant was talking about what she was saying the child's condition was before you arrived?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you read Crosse?
Deputy, I'm not even going to move up to the lectern here. You have no idea whether or not Ms. Dikeman was referring to Alex Xavier the evening before his death, do you?
I do not.
Nothing further.
Nothing on that.
All right, you may step down. Thank you.
you.
Maybe release from this subpoena.
We'll discuss with him.
Okay. We're not gonna, that's our last witness for the day. We will